Welcome everybody back to the Castlevania Ravenloft D&D. I'm your host Zombie Mike, and on tonight's Bloodstained Community broadcast, you have our special guest players here. No, I'm just kidding. We have my friend Sunraiser as Alexandra Belmont, the fighter. We have Elias Asher, the cleric, played by Brent, and we have Mr. Jeeves, the butler of the Belmont. He is played by my friend Mark. And also joining us, hopefully able to play, is our buddy Hugo. Hugo, it's great to have you, man. The last we saw our heroes, Mr. Jeeves had killed a child. It was totally unexpected at the very end of everything. But some players had been possessed by ghosts. These ghosts had entered the players in this this mansion that they were investigating. Elias and Alexandra were possessed by ghosts, and they could see what was going on around them, and they know all that has happened to them while they were possessed, but they were not in control of themselves. Pushed off to a little corner of the side of their consciousness while someone else drove around in their bodies. I thought it was pretty fun, and I thought that last episode had a great title. Thank you, Brent, for that amazing title.
Inverted cast, lol.
Yeah, inverted cast, lol. Awesome. So last week, those ghosts were defeated, and everyone is back now in control of their bodies. While purging the ghost, one of them got away, which was the one that was possessing the body of Lord Watcher. So that body is now beyond repair. That thing is jacked up as it was killed, and its ghost sent off in who knows where it's at right now. And while that happened, Mr. Jeeves was hit in the face with a slingshot, looks over and sees his arch nemesis, a young, robust and rotund child named Bartholomew, had shot him with a sling, or a slingshot, I can't remember which, and hit him in the face. In retort, Mr. Jeeves drew his magical longbow and shot necrotic arrows at this boy, slaying him as he ran away. Yes, just one. I did say plural arrows. That is a correction there. Just one plural, non-plural arrow.
Singular.
Yes, one singular arrow.
That makes it so much not bad at all.
Right. Yeah, it's just one harmless arrow that killed this child.
I only shot him once.
Mr. Jeeves, Mr. Jeeves, the child slayer, was also already on. Had the guards on high alert in the village because the possessed bodies of Alexandra and Elias had told the city guard to be on the lookout for a scaly, toothless rogue, which is Mr. Jeeves, the scaly, toothless rogue. Mr. Jeeves.
Yes.
Let's open tonight's adventure with the moment that the arrow hits the back of Bartholomew, and his rotund little body hits the ground and rolls until the arrow stops.
Oh my god.
Yes. Okay. Is there anyone else around? Like any public?
All of us.
No, not us. I mean, other than our group.
You're asking if anyone saw this with the guards on high alert?
Yeah.
You don't see any immediate panic in the streets or anything.
Okay. Then I'm gonna rush out, cover it with a cloak, and drag it back inside.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Now we're covering up child murder. Okay.
Elias and Alexandra, you were kind of in the back. You had taken care of the ghost that was inhabiting Lord Watcher. That body is now disposed, and you are free to enter back into the house. I believe Esmeralda and Van Richting could see what had happened in this event. I'm not sure, unless you guys have a better recollection of 2 weeks ago. We did miss an episode. I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure you said that Elias saw. What
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, Elias, what is your reaction to this as Mr. Jeeves is running out into the into the yard there, throwing a cloak over this boy and dragging him back into the house?
You need to revive that little bastard.
Well, Elias would, at the same time be going out as well, but trying to see if he can, what the status of the boy is, if he's just unconscious or if he's dead, to see if he could be healed. So he's going to run out as well.
Oh, okay. So you run out to the corpse of the boy, and Mr. Jeeves is about to throw a cloak over him. And before he does, you can see there is no life left in this child. He is dead. And then the cloak covers him. And Mr. Jeeves starts to drag him back. It's taken, you can use this time now as he's dragging him back before he gets him in the house to act.
Elias will agree that for now they should bring him inside so he can think about what they can do. So he'll help Jeeves bring him inside. Can't just leave the kid dead on the ground, at least, for now. Jeeves, I don't understand why you did this, and I certainly don't think it was a good idea, but we have to do something about this.
Carl!
Yes, the llama. The murdersome llama is Mr. Jeeves now.
Well, I'm a dangerous sociopath and I eat hands. That's one thing.
It was maybe a little excessive, but he definitely had it coming.
He has taunted you at the brink of your execution, yes.
Right.
But, I don't know if that justifies child murder. The DM is neutral in these things. Just, I'm just here to demonstrate what's happening as a result of your actions. Don't mind me. Elias, please. What's next?
Elias fingers through his things as he's helping Jeeves with the body, and he recalls that he has... Sorry.
I know Elias doesn't think that way. That's more of a Jack thing.
Use and then not count against his spells. He's mulling over in his mind what he wants to do, and he's thinking about using his, using his abilities to bring him back to life.
All right, Alex. While Elias is mulling over things, you are done slaying the inhabitant of the ghost, and you can reconvene with your friends here. What would you like to do?
Did she happen to see the arrow strike the child?
No, I don't think you did. I think you were in the backyard taking care of the ghost and the corpse, but coming in, you see what you see when you come in through the back door is Mr. Jeeves with a cloak over a small figure, and it doesn't take too much to figure out. A small round
figure.
Yeah.
She's just going to facepalm and then slowly stare at Jeeves.
Yeah.
He didn't.
The trail of blood leading to the little body is pretty obvious what happens here.
You didn't.
I may have.
Are Van Richten and Esmeralda aware of what's going on?
Absolutely, but I wanted to see what Alexandra wanted to do.
Okay.
She's gonna swat Jeeves.
All right. How hard would you like to swat? Is this a... Do I need to...
A sharp swat across the shoulder.
Jeeves, do you want to take that swat?
Oh, sure.
Okay, all right. You swat Mr. Jeeves, and everyone looks to Esmeralda and Van Richten, and they are in shock.
You can't just go around killing people.
Why not?
Who said that? What the hell just happened?
That was me using Arnold's voice from Terminator.
Okay, I didn't know what happened there for a second. I was like, did someone jump in the Discord that I didn't realize here?
You remember that line when the kid asks Arnold, like,
I guess, and then he tells him to start shooting knees instead.
Yep,
Kneecaps, yeah. Yeah, shoot him in the kneecaps. I kind of remember, yeah. It's an excellent movie, but I haven't seen it in years.
He'll live.
I swear I will not kill anyone.
All right. Yeah, so Esmeralda, the look on her face is she's had enough of this.
So Elias comes in behind Mr. Jeeves, and he looks very frustrated, upset, and disappointed. He pulls out a scroll, and he's reading it, and he says to the others before anything else can happen, he says, "I believe I'm going to bring the boy back. I have a scroll here I can use. Is anyone objecting to this?"
What scroll is this that you're using?
It's the same spell. It's the same spell I've used to bring people back before. Revivify.
Is this a? Well, I'm just saying, like, scrolls. As far as D&D goes, like, you'll find scrolls as treasure of spells you can cast. If this is something that you're casting out of your own spell slot, it's not a scroll.
It is a scroll.
So this is treasure that you found that you're willing to use for this event.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just being clear here.
Because it's in character. I mean, why would he, you know? Yeah, so I have several scrolls, and one of them is that spell.
All right.
Van Richten, Esmeralda, do you think this is the right thing to do?
Van Richten says, "Yes, a child is an innocent creature. It does not know right from wrong until it's of age. This child is obviously part of some stupid family who has misraised it. Its life is forfeit by Mr. Jeeves. I can't... Mr. Jeeves, what have you done? This is not the man that I used to know."
You're talking about it like he's a wild animal. This creature.
April's still laughing. Wow.
I can't fucking breathe.
Hey, it's just a fat kid. No, that's terrible. It's okay to be. It's okay to have an extra, a little bit of weight there, kids. All body shapes are okay. You can't choose what your hereditary metabolism gives you.
Nope, but you can choose whether or not to be a dick. And this kid was a total...
My stomach laps over my belt there. Yeah, the kid was an asshole, but he was raised by a very rich, well, I mean, as far as this little village is concerned, a very privileged family.
Well, maybe this is the event that makes him reconsider his choices and realize there are consequences to things that he's done. But you know, I mean, it seems like Jeeves needs that lesson too. But, all right, so Elias is going to use this quite valuable scroll, but it's the right thing to do, and it's definitely what Elias would do. So he's going to do that.
All right.
Holy crap.
Elias.
Even Alex in her murder hobo phase wasn't that bad. Holy shit.
Did you have a murder hobo phase?
Yes, remember?
Who did
a 99?
Well, I mean, you know, you were insane at that point. All right.
Maybe this kid will go insane.
Elias removes this scroll and unfurls it, begins reading the holy prayer upon the scroll, and as he does, it consumes the scroll. It burns from the top and the bottom of the page. They start a small bit of cinder and meet there in the middle. The scroll is consumed. In the world of the dead, the boy is slain with an arrow in his back out in the yard. The sky below him is the face of some giant. Its visage looks, to those that would know it, as Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh, I see where this is going.
The soul of this young child has nothing to grab onto, as the ground is ripped from beneath his feet, and his soul is tossed up towards the sky, or down towards the sky. The mouth opens, and the soul is consumed, and the last thing this child sees is a giant mouth that doesn't even bother to close around him as it continues to eat the souls of the dead in the realm of those who have passed from this life.
Shit, so we can't revive this kid.
The soul is consumed, and Elias, back in the realm of the living, you know for a fact that you've cast this scroll correctly. You have used exact dictation in the way that you have spoken the words. You know that if you didn't, this scroll would not burn up. But yet in your hands, all that is left is ashes. And the child does not stir from beneath the cloak.
Oh shit.
Elias stares at the child and the ashes in his hands, and for a moment he's struck with disbelief, and he's thinking that God has abandoned him and didn't hear him, and he thinks that he did something wrong. But in his heart, he knows he did this correctly. He leans closer and steps closer to the child, and grabs him by the shoulders and looks into his dead, weakened eyes, his lifeless body, and his bloody limbs, and he just thinks, what have we done? What has happened? What? And then he starts to think about the condition of the souls in the land and what the ghost had told them when they were just recently meeting with the ghost that was inside of the Watcher Lord's body, and how he explained this strange phenomenon. He starts to consider, and then Elias vocalizes his thoughts and says, I believe it is possible that this boy's soul is lost. He's gone forever.
Yeah, if you had one to start with.
Damn.
Ouch. Jesus.
Many children have terrible streaks in them, but like Van Richten says, they often don't know what they're doing. I know this is a trying time for all of us. We've been through a lot. We are owed a certain amount of respect as well for all that we've done for this city and for this whole little area that we've been in for so long. But even so, what a fix we're in. Also, I believe that the city guard will be looking for you anyway. Oh man, what should we do?
Well, what else do we need to do in town? Do we need to be here anymore?
Well, I would say not. If we don't want to be arrested.
I think we should go root out the house, to be honest.
Yes,
Yep.
that would be our final business for now.
Mike, how far is it to the house?
What house from where you are?
Yeah, the cold house. It's like on the other side of town, isn't it?
Which house?
He's talking about the Castlevania
The
house.
cultist house.
Oh, yeah, it's on the other side of town. The town's not very large. You could get to the other side of the village relatively quickly.
Yeah.
You're confident in your sneaking abilities that it would be okay for you to try to get there. I mean, you know, there's 3 players in D&D. There is the dice, and there is the DM, and there is the players. You know that the dice might not be with you.
Yeah, no kidding.
And well, there's not just the boy, but there's also 3 other bodies in this house. You know, the 2 that were possessed and Mr. Peeves.
Rest in peace, Mr. Peeves.
So we've got 4 bodies.
Alexander's gonna whip a wall.
Okay. Alexander whips a wall. What do you find there?
Some delicious, tender turkey leg.
All right. You are healed for 7 hit points then? Is that... No, that was my... What, did I roll that?
1d10 plus. No,
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
What a time to eat.
Hey.
Right.
Hey. This worked, you know. It takes it out of you.
And either way, we're gonna need a long rest before we go back in and face that house. Or at least a short rest.
I'm good to go. I've only used 3rd level spells.
My action surge is already burned.
Well, we've got a full party now. I think we could be okay. thing is, we might not have the luxury of time. Who knows?
I think we could manage a short rest.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the party wishes for a short rest. Where would you like to take it? A short rest only takes, a few minutes to do. It's not like a long rest. A short rest, you can recuperate a little bit of your abilities here in this house. If you'd like to go for a long rest, that's going to be a completely different story.
Oh, I misremembered. I misremembered something. I'm sorry. I forgot that the ghosts that were in bodies were our bodies. So there's only Mr. Peeves and the kid that are corpses.
And the body of Lord Watcher.
So 3 total.
Yeah, but Lord Watcher was already a body, so...
Yeah. So during short rest, Elias is going to ask for assistance to bury these folks.
Ooh, to dig a grave here? Where would you like to dig graves?
Yeah.
Also, Matrix, hi. See you there in chat.
Yep. Do you have the map up?
I can get that map up right now. It still has your marker there for your radius of finding these folks. Let's see if I can't. I don't know if I can delete that easily. I'm sure there's a way to. I'm just inept.
If we needed to, we could just pry up the floorboards and bury them under the house.
Well,
that's not a problem.
The Cantermere house is right next to the church, which has a graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Go over there, and we could get Milov to help as well. That's his name, right? The gravedigger?
Yeah, that boy that Jack had taken under his wing.
So, well, we could do that after the short rest then. We could just hoist their bodies over there.
So you want to carry bodies through the street? The DM should remain neutral in these things and not suggest things that wouldn't work too well. I should shut up more often. I'm sorry I like to talk so much.
Yeah, I think Elias would sooner cart them through the street than leave the bodies in the house. Is what he would in character do. So, just not like killing people and just leaving them in a house. It's not going to work.
Well, how would you like to transport these bodies?
Where's our cart?
Your cart would be at the stables
the
there, not too far away. At the
No, we bought new ones.
Yeah, at Asterisk Stockyard, your carts are there. And you know that's not too far away from where you're at now.
Stockyard is pretty close.
My new horse is there.
During our recess, we could get the cart and use the horses to drag the cart. We could conceal the bodies in the cart as well if we need to, and take them over to the church graveyard after a short rest.
All right. Would you like me to apply that short rest now?
That's up to the others.
Sure.
All right. We'll take a short rest. All right. A short rest has been applied to the party.
10% hit dead.
Yeah, you guys heal yourselves. Don't forget to do that.
I'm good.
You go, I don't recognize this as Castlevania music, but I approve anyway. This is really nice.
What's it playing?
I have no clue, but I like it.
It says it's Lucaria Chronicles 2, Warrior's Name.
Well, I am disappointed in myself that I recognized Lucaria Chronicles music to begin with, but I failed on the second attempt.
And for some reason, it didn't actually increase the volume when you tried that. It's still 10%.
I mean,
guess I'll turn
it
it
sounds
up.
good to me, But
Yeah, let me turn it up on my.
if Twitch chat wants higher music volume, let me know. I
I'll just fix
like
it
it.
on
Is
mine.
this who did this music? Is this George Fuentes? I don't know. Castlevania Dungeon admin, he may be. I love his music, and if he did this, it's really good. It loops really well.
This is the entire soundtrack, actually.
Oh, excellent. The Card Chronicles, excellent Castlevania fan game. If no one's heard of it, you should definitely go to Megami Games and download that game. You don't have to play the first one to enjoy the second one. It's got Robbie Belgrade doing voice acting. Totally worth your time. It's a great game.
Yeah, the first one is a Classicvania, and the sequel is more of a Metroidvania with like Castlevania 2 style. So it's great.
More backtracking, but all of it has the Classicvania whip type action to it. It's very good. All right, so you go to Asterix Stockyard. You receive your cart. You have new war horses that you can use. These horses, including Mr. Jeeves' riding horse here, you can conceal these bodies and get them successfully across town. It's a small village here. You can get them to the graveyard. At the church, however, to assist in burying these bodies, did you want to employ the use of Malav or anyone else here at St. Andrew's Church?
Elias was going to ask Milov because it would be kind of strange for us to just take it upon ourselves to take a plot from the official church graveyard. So he would probably try to clear it first, I guess.
Okay, so Father Lucian Petrovich is usually always found in his quarters there in the church if you'd like to approach him.
Okay. Yeah, so Elias will go in there and try to find Father Lucian.
Sure, no problem. Father Lucian is always right where you expect him to be, in his office.
So he approaches. He knocks on the door.
Yes, come in.
So Elias walks in and he says, Father Lucian, it's great to see you again. I have a request. We were met with an encounter and unfortunately had to slay someone that was attacking us. Do you mind if I bury a couple of the bodies in your graveyard?
Well, these bodies need gravestones to accompany their mark upon their world.
I think something simple would be fine. A wooden cross for now.
Well, I can carve gravestones if you need. If it's just a simple wooden cross, if this is names that you would like to carve yourself, that's fine, or I can assist in this effort.
Yes, I think for one of them, a gravestone would be good. Yes, but I would have to get with you later regarding the names. I'm not familiar with the people themselves, of course. They were not on our side.
It is no problem to let you dig these yourselves. However, Milov is available and eager for work if you would like him to dig with you.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
And you hear him call for Milov, and this boy that you see. Let's see if I can give an image here. You see a young man approach you after being called for. You recognize this is the boy that Jack has kind of taken over his dark feathery wings to assist him in his warlock type endeavors. Milov comes to you and asks, you need help with digging graves? I can help with digging graves.
Indeed, I do require your assistance, young man. Come with me.
Absolutely. and he follows you out to the graveyard. You see a few spare plots. This land looks like it has room for many more in the village. The mists gather around Malov's feet, and I would like a perception check from Elias.
Where's everybody else at, by the way?
Everyone's with you.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me add my lucky.
Alex and Mr. Chiefs, if you would like that to not be the case, of course you can speak up.
I think I'll probably stay with the cart for now.
Well, the carts have the bodies, and the bodies are here at the site that dirt will be broken.
Right.
14?
A 14. Yes. You see vague shapes in the mist that gather around your feet. You, for a very brief moment, Elias, and you're not sure if it's real or not enough to mention to anyone else, you think you may see the face of Jack Motley.
What in the world? So that gives Elias pause, and he stops for a moment and stares at the feet of the boy. And he asks him, Milov, have you seen these strange shapes in the mist?
The mists, the farther you get away from Balaki, the mists take their own shapes, is very evil. Never walk into the mists. Those that have tried have died. It is a bad omen. If you see something in the mist, you should always return as quickly as possible to where you came from.
Well, I could be mistaken, but I think I just saw Jack.
I was hoping to hear more from Jack. He seemed to have much to teach me, but he left me. And although I enjoyed his tales at the tavern, the night that he had everyone so enamored, I looked up to Jack very much, but I have not seen him since. It hurts my heart that his absence has extended this long.
Yes, I'm sad to say that he has been gone from us for a little while now. He has gone on a bit of a sabbatical to try to find himself and understand more of his powers. Jack has changed a good bit since you last saw him as well, but hopefully he will be back with us soon. But
What?
No matter for now.
What do you mean that my mentor has changed?
Well,
Dig the grave deeper, Elias.
no, that's fine. I don't think he.
That's Malov's job.
Yeah. Well, he's accepted some gifts. We were at a temple of quite strange repute, strange place, and he accepted some powers that changed him physically and perhaps mentally as well. But he is the same person.
If Jack ever needs help, he knows he can come to me. I will help Jack. He has helped me and my brother and my younger brother and my mother. We all depend on the guidance that we have received from you fine people. I'm sorry that we got involved with things that were of less repute before, but thanks to your guidance, it is nice that we remain here at the church and are able to help the village. If there's anything we can do, we will continue to do so.
I'm
Yes,
very
April?
glad to hear that.
You can hear music on the Twitch.
Can't hear music on the Twitch? I guess that's a volume increase. All right, let me get that done. Although, April, you do have the power to increase the
haven't
volume.
voted yet today.
I'm going to increase it to, let's see.
I haven't done the bot vote yet today. I have no power.
It says 10%. That's not good enough. I'm telling you, dot volume. 5 maybe? Why does it always say 10? What the
Yeah, every
heck?
time you try to change it,
Guys.
it goes to 10.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I know what I can do though. I can manually change the volume up to the music that's being recorded. And I will let you listen to Lacard Chronicles 2 music as I relieve myself for a quick break. Please excuse the DM. While I'm away, please consider, after you have buried these corpses, it will take some time. It will take a matter of hours to get these corpses buried, or you can leave that task to Milov himself while you choose what to do next, where to go next, who to talk to next, what to do next, whose ass to kick next. It's all up to you. Think about it while I urinate.
All right.
While you what?
Urinate.
While he urinates.
Oh, Jesus.
Now we're not going to think about anything regarding the
Or
game
Mike.
except for Mike urinating.
Mike standing up, peeing.
Speak for
Yeah.
yourself.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm going to drink my tea.
I'm going to go away for a bit, but I will be right back.
I think you mean pee.
So number 1, not number 2.
That's just so bad.
Jeeves is back.
Welcome back.
Hi, I didn't know you were gone.
Oh.
That's not a diss, I just didn't know.
He said he was going to be right back. He said he was going to go get a drink.
Oh.
Where needs to be.
Oh.
You missed it, Mark. I was
What am I-
singing the Jeopardy theme song, and Brent corrected me.
Yeah, April was doing the whole, do, 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 and I said, no, that's not right. You should be doing P, 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 P. Right?
P, 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 whiz, 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 whiz.
There you go.
All right, the DM is back. I have a
Back.
great announcement to make. After all this time, urination complete. The great news is your DM has leveled up to a level 2 DM.
Oh,
From just one bio break, you've made this revelation.
No, there's been many bio breaks since the beginning of this campaign to this moment. It's a very special moment for me.
Oh my!
Please don't minimize it. It's happened.
I'm
It's
not.
finally
I'm just
happened.
confused.
I know
It's
it's
special
impressive,
one
Matrix,
during
but it's finally happened. Oh no, I can do number 2 now, is what Matrix says.
Oh my god!
Yes, I've unlocked that ability. Okay. The last we left our party, you were deciding on, as these corpses were being put into the ground, what you were going to do next.
Yeah, I think Alliance will ask Milov if he's okay to do it on his own, because obviously the party has things that they should attend to soon.
Milov would agree. Mr. Jeeves, roll a stealth check.
okay.
You feel as though you go through one side of the village to the other, that you're relatively concealed. And you and your friends can make it to the Cantemir place without being discovered by the city guard.
Beautiful.
So you all arrive at the Cantemir house. This house, unlike the rest of Valaki, is slightly on the larger side. I mean, well, okay, I'm being humble here. As it is in rival to the Burgomaster's very mansion. It is a large house. This house is not great in the quantity of windows that it has, aside from the few rooms that are set within like a rounded type layout or a bay window here and there. But ultimately, this house seems very private. What would you like to do to get to the house here?
The front door's still open. Well, unlocked.
Is the door unlocked?
Yeah. Didn't they leave it unlocked or didn't I? No, wait, hang on. I guess I wasn't the last one out, so.
No.
No, but I mean, Lady Watcher's Ghost and the others don't know that we're not still possessed, so we could play that up.
That's a very good point.
Interesting.
Elias has. I have a feeling she would be able to tell with her level of magic, wouldn't she?
I would hope we'd have at least a few moments of surprise.
It's worth a shot.
Well, how should we do this? Should we pretend to have taken Jeeves prison?
Or maybe Jeeves got possessed by, oh my god, I forgot his name already.
Mr. Peeves?
No, the guy they were looking for.
Lord Watcher.
Lord Watcher.
Nikolai.
Yes, they were hoping that we would bring his body back, but we obviously don't have that.
No?
Alright.
Maybe just cover me up and say I'm the corpse.
That we could. And when they least expect it, he could spring to life and stab them in the back. Well, do we have any spare sheets?
Spare sheets, you say?
Yes.
Is that Mr. Jeeves looking through his inventory to find spare sheets?
Oh my god.
I know I used to have some. I think I used them as bandages.
Okay. That's awesome.
That was an early days kind of thief right there.
I have a direwolf pelt. We could wrap him up in it.
Let me see if I have any.
I could probably just bring upstairs and grab some there.
Well, I think we all have bed rolls, but I just want to use that or not.
You're gonna wrap these. What?
Alexander's going to wrap Jeeves up in a direwolf.
To like conceal his face? What are you doing here?
To hide his face and his upper body.
So you're wanting to disguise Mr. Jeeves?
Yep. We're going to try to pass him off as the corpse of Lord Watcher.
The corpse of who?
Lord Watcher.
Lord Watcher. Okay.
The Lord Watcher.
Interesting. Okay. Would you like to use performance, which you're proficient in, or would you like to use, instead of performance, deception?
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Alexandra.
Oh.
She's not proficient in either of the...
You're proficient in perception.
Perception,
Oh,
yes.
perception. Okay, yeah, no, not performance. Okay, so that's either a +2.
Or +2.
Yeah, or a +2. Okay. Go ahead and roll for performance here.
Damn.
All right. You think that you've wrapped him up in a way that it makes him unrecognizable.
Okay.
As far as passing for Lord Watcher at a glance, you don't feel confident in that part, but you think at least
Elias?
presenting
Any
an unnamed corpse wrapped in a wolf cloak, you got that handled.
Elias, can you think of anything else that would further help our deception?
I'm not much with deception. I'm just ready to go in and bring these fools to justice.
That's a badass attitude right there to have.
Yes, it is, but I think it would be better if we got the jump on. So if we could just pretend that we're still possessed. Just for a few moments.
Alright. I can try. I don't have any specific ideas as to how to do that, but I'll follow your lead.
Are we bringing Van Richten and Esmeralda with us?
I would assume we are.
That's a great question. However, my Discord just stopped streaming because of my poor connection quality.
Oh no.
Connection lost in Fantasy Grounds.
Yes. Wonderful internet. I'm glad we can at least still speak here in Discord.
I got reconnected. So.
All right. These are all good signs.
Yeah, me too.
While that's happening,
I think your internet just hiccuped.
if it's not my shitty laptop, it's my internet quality. We'll see if this is any better if I move to Dallas and we continue to play.
Oh yeah, when would that be, by the way?
Okay, reconnection successful. We are streaming yet again. My apologies, my friends. I'm very sorry. My internet sucks sometimes. Almost as much as my crappy laptop. Donations accepted in PayPal, if you care. Brent, your question of when I would be moving? Is that what you're asking? I would. Yeah. So tomorrow my trip starts to try to find a home in Texas. And I will be back on. I'm returning home on Sunday, so hopefully we will have a place to stay and a lease to sign by then. My plan is to be into the other place and working by May 1st. My birthday is on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So hopefully by then, all this crazy stuff will happen and I can start the next chapter of my life. But when I got laid off earlier and then we took that long break here in the campaign, all of that led up to us continuing with the understanding that I will be moving back to Texas. Back closer to Mr. Jeeves, indeed.
Woohoo!
Yes, maybe we can roll some physical dice together.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know, buddy, but I would love to. This campaign is nearing its conclusion. You guys are about to find the climax. I hope. It all depends. I mean, you guys could die tonight. I don't know what's going to happen next. But my hope is that you will find the conclusion of this campaign. And I don't know if I'll be in Texas or then by then. I don't know if I'll be in Texas by then or not. I assume by not, because we like to take our time with this campaign and really see what happens moment to moment. And what's happening right now is you guys are approaching the Watcher House and knocking on the door. But before that happens even, Esmeralda and Van Richten were brought up about what they think about all this. The last you saw of Esmeralda was a disapproving look when she had seen the boy slain and failed to be resurrected. Brent. Elias is approached by Esmeralda in private during the transition between here and the Watcher House. Or not the Watcher House, but the Cantermere
Manor.
The Cantermere Manor, yes. So Elias, Esmeralda tells you privately, when she has a moment to kind of hang back a little bit between you walking from here and there with the cart that you retrieved with the corpses in the back. And she tells you, Elias, I'm not sure this is my place to be at anymore. Strahd has been defeated. My time here is done. With what is going on with you and your companions, I think it's best that I, as a Vistani, leave these mists and continue my own life beyond the mist of Ravenloft.
If that is your decision, my lady, I would respect it, and I would certainly understand. I have those same feelings sometimes myself, if I really belong with this group, the things that we do. But if you do decide to leave, and that is your final decision, let me know for sure, because there's something I would like to send you with on my behalf to the church I'm from.
I noticed that you wish to get word outside with other Vistani. If you trust me with something, I will make certain that it gets to where it belongs. If I leave these mists, you can be sure that any message you wish to send beyond these lands reaches its intended person.
Well, I will go ahead and give it to you now, since I trust you more than basically anyone at this point. And so Elias produces a letter that he's been writing over the last month and gives it to her. And he says that you will know my church in the land of Wallachia. It is the only one that has a certain marking of a chalice with a heart in the middle. It should not be hard to find.
Elias, Mr. Jeeves has done things that I cannot stand. Even Van Richten, I question. I wish to lead my own path through life, and I wish that path to be a good path. I don't know if I can do so in the continuation of the company you keep. Should I leave this land?
I would wish that you not, Esmeralda. I enjoy your company, and I think that you're a great woman of justice and truth. I respect you highly as a warrior and a magician. I think that you're a great asset to our team, but I definitely respect your convictions as well. Your convictions are mine just as much. I feel bound by honor and by friendship to help these people that I travel with, but my convictions from above and being a good man sometimes pull me elsewhere. It's very challenging and very hard, but I think if I just stick it out a little longer, and I feel like I'm still doing the will of what God would have me to do, I think that I can make it through, and for the better good of this land, to rid itself of the curse forever, I think I need to be with them.
When I was a young girl, Van Richten found me in a very troublesome time. He had things going on with his own son. He had tough decisions to make. And Vistani for him were not easy to trust. But he saw me as a young girl. He saw me as a chance to bring something different to our people. My people reject me. They think that I am a poor Vistani for dealing with people such as you. If they knew that I was even talking to you in such a private manner, they would say that you were a gorger, that you were something I should not even speak to. But with you, I feel comfortable enough to let you know how I feel. And the way I feel now is that it's best if I leave. If you wish for me to take message beyond here, I will do so. But it was Mr. Jeeves and Van Richten that had brought me here. It was tales of him and his companionship with his friend that brought me to these mists. led me to this place upon my own will, that I come here and defeat the greater evil that was Strahd, and to leave this land. I feel like part of my reason for being here has been accomplished. But yet, finding you in this land, finding the only reason that sings to my heart, it hurts me to leave. And to know that you will be alone in this place with all of this darkness around you. I will take the message you wish. I will be at Van Richten's tower tonight. And that was the last night that I will spend here in this land before I depart. If you wish to seek me there, I will be there tonight. If you wish to find me tomorrow, you will not find me in the lands confined by this mist. And she looks at you with eyes brimming with tears. She looks at you with eyes glossy with hope and with regret that the father figure that she has had this whole time is something other than what she thought had raised her. She looks at you with glossy eyes that hopes that you will find her at Van Richten's tower before she leaves, before the sun rises.
Elias, his heart is heavy, and he looks at her in her eyes for just a moment, then he glances away and starts to tear up himself. And he says, I definitely understand. I have taken in a young witch girl myself, someone that anyone else of the faith, any of the greater faith they call themselves, would certainly burn me to death for. I have taken in someone that they would burn just as a moment's notice, for any reason at all. But I believe that that little girl has something in her that can really change the future and the world. To fight evil. I know those people weren't bad. I know you're not like that either. I know the Vistani are good people, can be good people as well, and I know you are for certain. It's such a sad state the world is in. The darkness and the evil around me is... An end has to come to it. And I have to do what I can here while I'm here. And I will miss you, Esmeralda. But I will definitely see you at your tower.
Then I shall wait for you. And if you shall miss me, let us miss each other with the end of our meeting at the tower that Van Richten had found.
Yes, I understand.
Alright, Esmeralda breaks away from the rest of the party on the way to the Cantemir house after speaking with Elias privately. She is not welcome in the land of Vallaki, and she has already used all that she can at her disposal to hide herself from the prejudices of this city. But you, Elias, are confident in this woman's ability to escape this city, to escape its walls of sharpened logs that line the boundaries of what they think is acceptable between Vistani and anyone else. All prejudices that exist between those logs. You think Esmeralda is far beyond those. And you know where you can find her when the sun sets. The Cantemir mansion looms above you. It is taller than most houses around the village of Vallaki. And you know, if you can emerge from the stories of this building, you'll be able to see her for one last time beyond the mist. Alexandra and Mr. Jeeves, you are at the doorstep of the Cantemir mansion.
Woo!
Elias hangs back behind you, along with Rudolph Van Richten. what would you like to do?
She's going to turn and glance back at the... Are we ready for this?
I am.
You're supposed to be a corpse. You shush.
Elias seems very preoccupied and distracted, but he hears Alexandra's question and nods. Out of character, the music choices lined up really good with what we were doing, and still does right now.
The Carter Chronicles! Oh my god. Thank you, Hugo.
Elias, Van Richten, I could use your help carrying Jeeves. If you both of you don't mind.
Oh, certainly.
All right.
We're gonna pick up Jeeves and carry him along through.
All right. The disguised
Van
corpse.
Richten.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Van Richten, you stay back for now. They're not expecting you to be here, of course.
Yes. Van Richten has no clue of your conversation between you and Esmeralda. He is eagerly awaiting the chance to deal justice with his rapier in his concealed cane.
He's crazy.
We could try to pass him off as another possessed soul. The one that was possessing Lord Watcher, perhaps.
Van Richten, on the other hand, has decided to stay out of sight and is looking at the door, ready for you to go in. The door is there in front of you. All access to it and the basements beyond is in front of you. Disguised Mr. Jeeves is within your grasp. Elias, Alexandra, disguised Mr. Jeeves. What happens next?
Alright, we're going to head on inside. We'll have Van Richten wait for us by the stairs for now, as we start carrying Jeeves down into the basement.
All right. You knock on the door for access. The door is locked. And the door is answered. The door is answered by a woman who is not old. She is not young. But she is of an age that lets her know that life has taken her past the point of leaving a legacy that she could imagine. And this woman says to you, "How can I help you?"
We've got Lord Watcher's body. The mistress is expecting us.
Show me the body.
Oh. That was internal.
He's heavy. Let us in so we can bring him downstairs. We'll uncover him when we're down there. She looks like she's struggling to hold him up.
Please wait a moment while I consider. And she closes the door. You hear a locking sound. A few moments pass. And then you hear her return, unlock the door, and say, "I will need to see Lord Watch's body."
Lady, I wasn't hired by you. I was hired by Lady... We'll speak to no one but her.
Lady Watcher tells me that no one is permitted without Lord Watcher's body.
And we have him. We completed the task she set out.
Then it shall be no problem for you to produce him under that cloak.
We have him in our hands. Like I said, he's heavy and this is awkward. Let us in so we can set him...
I have no problem with you, my dear. Just show me the body.
She's gonna glance to Elias as if asking if we should use the body as a battery.
Go for it.
I'm trying to, I'm looking at my spells to see if I want to use something, but, could we try to roll persuasion on her, Mike? Or deception?
No.
Elias starts to force his way in.
I mean, Jeeves does have a history of hitting things with his head. We could use him as a battering.
As much as I love that idea, I must pause on the thought of Elias using the force of will. Elias, what would you like to do here?
Elias says, "I don't have time for this," and he just shoulders in the door.
Roll a deception check.
Can Alexandra assist with that? Seeing as how she looks like she's struggling to carry the body anyway.
Yeah, Elias, roll again.
Okay. Whoop, that didn't go in the chat window. Hold on.
I bet it was a high roll, too.
No, it was not. Oh, I got 2 of them. Whoops.
Well, we'll take the first, which was a 16. A 16 is enough. You shoulder past the person who is at the door, waiting for the body of none other than Lord Watcher. You do not have time for this, however, and that person is pushed aside with the urgency that you need to speak to Lady Watcher. So, you push past this person. You take the arm, the left arm of the statue that guards the staircase, that is very monster-like. You rotate the statue arm down, and the very monster-like, I hope I'm not showing my age here, staircase opens up. The stairs lift open and reveal more stairs going down. These stairs are not intruded upon traps of armor stands that want to destroy you, even though there are other traps that want to come in from the left and right if you step on the wrong spot and destroy you, which Mr. Jeeves had very wisely described to you where to step. This leads you only further in to the catacombs that are the basement of this house of Cantemir. You see beyond this initial place, beyond where you have previously combated.
We're gonna carry.
I'm trying. I'm trying to enter mask mode here.
On a side note, for monsters, I saw Eddie Monster and Marilyn Monster this week.
You saw Marilyn Monster what?
And Eddie Monster. They were at a con.
Whoa.
Well, I say a con, a pinball festival. Yeah, it was awesome. John Rhys Davis was there too. He was very cool.
Well, that's amazing.
I'm having issues deleting the mask. Come on, Fantasy Grounds, help me out here. All right, so unfortunately, in the mask mode that I have enabled, I am too dumb, apparently, to reveal more of this. I can try one more time. Hold on. Enter mask mode. That's what I was looking for. Jesus. Making some really crazy mask. No, that's total mistake here. I'm trying to reveal the masks. Come on. A little bit better. Do it. Do the thing. All right. It has revealed the thing.
I see the thing.
The thing is revealed. OBS has disconnected. God damn it. Okay. I don't care. I want to keep going. All right. I hope that you guys have seen the rest of the room I have revealed to the right that shows the table with many chairs. Okay. All right. In this room, you are welcomed into this room where Lady Watcher herself, although dead, appears to be preserved. It appears that Lady Watcher's corpse has been preserved by magic that has extended the amount of decay that she could be resurrected. She sits at the head of the table, and you are welcomed in as agents that have been previously sent upon to recover the corpse of her husband that she direly wishes would be possessed by the spirit of her husband. There are many people at this table. The people at this table all appear to be cultists. Those that would wish life beyond life. Those that have a gleam in their eye that say they are not satisfied with the mere life that Vallaki has provided them, but that which exists beyond. Those people now stare at you as you sit at tables to the south there, as Lady Watcher exists at the east end. So she's at the far left end there. You see Lady Watcher with a devil-like tiny creature perched on her shoulder with a scorpion-like tail.
It's the little imp thing from before that we remember.
Yes. And this imp looks at you as if judging if you are who you really are. I would like... Let's see, what would be their best rolls here? Deception? Persuasion? I'll let you choose. Deception or persuasion. I would like Alexandra and Elias to roll to see if these...
Wow, Elias.
A natural one?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. And
Okay.
I rolled high, too. You had to ruin it, didn't you?
All right.
Elias says out loud while he's supposed to be a ghost, God be with me.
Please allow me to get a drink of water. AFK for a second.
Oh, that didn't last long.
What, did Mike leave again?
He went. Yeah, he went to go get a drink of water. Thanks, Elias.
Must be thirsty after all that peeing.
That's how it works, right?
I guess that roll had quenched his thirst.
Wow, dude. And I actually rolled high, too. God damn it, Elias.
Yeah, I've got a +8 for persuasion too.
And you still fail!
Okay. So I just rolled in real life persuasion check of leaving empty filtered water containers in the fridge, or leaving them out of the fridge to refill them themselves. And now I'm realizing that the right thing to do is to fill those things myself. So extend this AFK period by 15 seconds.
At least Elias is straight to the point.
Always.
Jesus. You couldn't have played along for like an extra couple minutes, right?
I agree with the Jesus part, not the rest.
Wow.
I wonder if I could use like minor illusion on myself to make myself look like Lord Watch.
I think that time is kind of past, to be honest. With Elias doing what he just did, I think we're fucked.
It wasn't gonna last long anyway.
I might try it though.
You don't know that.
Oh, I do. Mike was gonna find a way to unmask us pretty quickly.
Eventually. But you just like threw the mask to the floor. You're like, fuck this.
Well, we're gonna have to fight all these people regardless of what happens. How long it takes doesn't really matter.
All right, I'm back. IRL. I have a saving throw for being married, and that is, if you find yourself without ample time to fill the water in your sink into the filter of your Brita water filter thing that you use to supply your family with water, just fill up a cup out of the cavern, the cabinet, the cavern that you keep your cups in,
Cavern.
whether they be upside down or upside up. Fill that thing with water and pour it into the Brita filter, and let that thing fill to its fullest amount, and then put it back in the refrigerator. But never, under any circumstance, ever leave that thing at 1 HP. That's just wrong. It's wrong, and you should not do it. All right. I have a glass here that is at least 70 HP, and I will drink upon it now.
I like the cup cavern. That's a good idea.
How many beers have you had, Mike?
I have had no beers.
It's not beers. He's been having rum and Dr. Pepper.
Rum.
Oh.
It's all about the rum tonight, dear. All right.
Having Dr. Rum Pepper.
Oh my god, that license plate.
What?
I love DP. Yeah.
The license plate from this morning.
Yes, inside joke. Okay. Yes, I love DP. I love Dr. Pepper and rum. I do not like DP in the form of double penetration.
Interesting side note here. Dr. Pepper is Logan's weak.
Do not speak to me of Logan, for my heart weeps at the absence. All right. The last we left our adventurers, they were at a table which included the dead corpse of so-called Mr. Jeeves, disguised as Mr. Watcher, Alexandra Belmont and Elias Belmont, which passed themselves off as ghosts, which aren't ghosts.
They got married in the meantime.
When did they become siblings?
I don't know.
Just now.
He's an honorary Belmont. We'll go with that.
Let's just go with the flow today.
Yes. Okay. The flow.
The rum flow.
Yes. Forgive my previous
Let
rum
the spice
errors.
flow.
The spice. It is spiced rum. I think I need to level up Alexandra. All right. In chat, should I level up Alexandra because she let the spice flow while the spiced rum was flowing?
Hell yes.
Is this water?
No, it is water. Everything is wrong in my life right now.
I think I need to open Twitch.
I don't see anything in Twitch that says that Alex should level up.
It totally should.
I don't see anything. Going once?
There we
Going
go.
twice? Hell yes? Oh, that's you. You don't count. Alright.
Come on, help me out.
No.
I'm still loading.
No, let's move beyond
He's
this.
loading. He's trying.
Alright.
Give him a chance.
Before my absolute need for water existed, nothing.
There
You
we
go.
go, 2
You go.
yeses.
Yes. Do you guys really want Alexandra to level up past the rest of the party?
Shit.
We've had the party the whole way
We
be
should all
the
level
same.
up together.
We totally should.
No, you guys don't
At this
count.
point, why not?
There is no Twitch viewer that was unbiased that says yes. Alright, so Water tells me no extra levels exist. And the last thing we had was a persuasion from Mr. Elias that was a natural 1.
Yeah.
Alright,
Good job, Elias.
let's bring ourselves back to the game. And that's where we left off. Natural 1 failure from Elias.
Praise be to God.
Praise be to God.
Yeah, he said something like that as soon as.
He said, "God be with me."
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion on myself to look like the Lord Watcher.
Oh boy.
Okay. Roll for no, not persuasion. God, what would they be? Okay, to do this quietly. Roll a d20, Mr. Jeeves.
No skill?
No,
Okay.
no skill. Just roll a d20.
A half.
Right down the middle.
All right. Well, you do have skills in the ways of the magic.
And I have lots of deception.
He also is hiding underneath a blanket right now, so I mean, he has that to his advantage.
All right, Mr. Jeeves, do you have any illusionary spells?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Minor Illusion.
I will allow it. All right. As you cast Minor Illusion on yourself underneath the cloak, Alexandra and Mr. Elias here unfurl the cloak, totally expecting their shit to be fucked at this moment. But instead, they see you have cast, Mr. Jeeves, a Minor Illusion spell upon yourself that looks like Mr. Watcher.
Except Alexandra sees that it's really just Jeeves still.
With the true sight that Alexandra possesses, whether she wants to or not. I mean, she did choose to take it.
I did.
Yeah. You see Mr. Jeeves, but Elias seems, I mean, look, glancing at him, it seems everything is as it should be. Lady Watcher, trying to peer through that illusion, does not succeed. And instead,
Watcher is dumb as hell.
it has nothing to do with dumbness. Lady Watcher is a very learned and experienced caster of magic.
I'm just being a smartass.
Lady Watcher says, "My husband's corpse, you have brought it to me, and for this I am forever grateful. My dear, please enter the corpse." And you see the ghost of Lord Watcher himself attempt to enter the corpse, which is not a corpse, of Mr. Jeeves.
Which is not a corpse.
It rolled a natural 1. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
I'm not kidding, man. This thing rolled a 1. And the corpse did not possess its previous inhabitants. Or so it thought it was. My dear, I think it will take more time for me to animate the body that was once mine. But for producing it, I greatly appreciate it. Yes, my dear. Well, it's only a matter of time now, but we have more pressing issues with what we have learned, with what is going on beyond the realm of the living. And you see the rest of the cult members nod their head. Elias, or possessed Mr. Elias, what would you like to do?
Elias is going to remain quiet because he wants to play this out as long as they can without being discovered.
Your ass was saved by Jeeves' illusion, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Watcher continues and says, these bastards who have murdered me, they're the ones responsible. They're the ones that chose to destroy my living body so that they... I don't know. All I know is that I was sent to the realm of the dead and brought back all of this information to you, my friends. Information that lets you know what the realm of the dead is all about and what you can do to gain power there so that you may create a place for yourself. The power that you create there in the realm of the dead shall be yours forever. Nothing shall come between you and what you create there. What we can do in the realm of the living shall only increase the power that we have in the realm of the dead. Alexandra, what would you like to do?
She's just gonna stand close to Elias and nod. Totally playing up this act that they're still possessed.
Do we have an end game for this? What are we aiming for?
Yeah, we're gonna spring eventually at the opportune moment.
Okay.
Wait for the sign.
All right.
Good sign.
The rest of the cult members, you feel fully indoctrinated at this point, although you're pretending. Conversation ensues, and you instantly, or not instantly, but apparently understand the goal of this cult is to regain their influence in the realm of the living, while they still prepare a realm for themselves that would be paradise in the afterlife. However, their continued conversation revolves around the fact that information from the realm of the dead informs them that there is a soul mongerer that consumes souls that will allow no retrieval from the realm of the dead. And they are glad that those who are here, but the rest of the cult who have family that they expected to be saved from this eternal fate of damnation within the realm of the dead are threatened by the persistent threat of the soulmongerer.
Yeah, that would seem to be a problem.
Mr. Jeeves.
Hello.
Roll a deception check. You are breathing.
Shallowly.
Yes. As possible.
Oh shit. Can I whip out my sword and stab her in the throat with
Jesus Christ.
Let's just roll a deception check first, and we'll see what happens afterwards.
Oh. What? Oh, it disconnected me, that's why.
It reconnected again, that's fine.
Is it reconnected?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll roll better this time then. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I rolled a 3 to... No.
Much better than anyone
Yes.
at the table's roll. You maintain the farce that you are a corpse, and everyone else agrees you are a corpse. My dear, it's only a matter of time before you control your body. When you are back with me who has been stolen of life, back in this body as well, We will then make the most of this small village of Valaki. We will exude our power and control it. Elias, what would you like to do?
Had enough of this yet?
Yeah, he has, but he's not sure what he wants to do because nothing looks advantageous right now. Like it would just be an extremely bad idea to start attacking.
Well, you can explore around this area here, if you can find a way to politely excuse yourself from this gathering.
Can he whisper to the other two?
Well,
Without being...
I think first of all we need to address the fact that Lord Watcher's body is completely destroyed, unusable, and not here at the moment, but it's an illusion that Jeeves has casted. So you know that if Jeeves' magic does not prevail, and you were quite surprised when the cloak was revealed and it was Lord Watcher's body. You know if that does not persist, that your time here will become hostile. Other than that, you are completely free to explore or do whatever you wish here.
Alexander's gonna go check out those books.
That's fine. Alex, go ahead and roll a perception check. A 20? Okay. You find a great amount of books, one of which pertains to a certain affliction that you are currently possessing. You find a greater respiration spell, and you think this may assist you with your aging issues that you experienced with the ghost before.
Ooh. Yeah, she's gonna pocket that.
Excellent. Roll sleight of hand. You pocket it without anyone noticing.
Oh, your mentor is proud.
I did Jeeves proud.
Elias.
Are there any ghosts present, or just people? Cultists?
Lord Watcher's ghost.
Yeah, just Lord Watchers.
I think we slew all the others.
I don't know about that. All right, let's see.
Uh-oh.
Let me count.
Well, we slew the ones that tried to possess us.
Didn't we make one flee? Or did we catch that one?
That was the one that was possessing Lord Watcher's body. That was the only one that got it.
Well,
But
originally
he wasn't involved in any of this, so
there were a few more inside the basement to begin with.
there was only 3 total. So there's only 1 that's unaccounted for.
Mr. Watcher was not inside the basement. Elias is correct. There is a third one that did flee.
Yeah. But there's only 1.
I remember there was 4 in the encounter down here, because there was like 3 in the cell, and another one that tried to possess us.
Alex and Elias roll perception checks. Alex, you do notice there is a ghost present at the meeting.
Wow, dude.
I do not.
Nope.
No, you do not.
Alexander's going to nod to Elias and kind of...
Elias is still
staring
staring
at
at you.
It does appear there is one ghost at the meeting. But only Alex notices. As she pockets a scroll that looks very hopeful for retaining her youth later. Of course, you do know, Alex, that is limited within a certain time frame.
Yep.
Okay, so where is Alex? Is she in the same room as I am still?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yes.
just down looking at the books.
Yes,
You know,
everyone's in the same room here.
Okay. Are those door? Is that a door to the right, or is the hallway, or just nothing over there?
There is a double door to the right, yes.
Okay. And back out in the hall, we don't know what's further to the north.
You recall seeing to the north. There was nothing. There was no doors to the north.
Okay. And it looks like there's like some barrels and a crate blocking to the west there. There's two hallways, but they're like.
So there's when you entered the mansion's basement, you noticed there was the place with the armor and the traps.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that was an expanse that included a few barrels. To the right was the where the prisoners were kept to be possessed later.
Yeah.
With a guard room before that. To the north of that was a large room that had some things that may have been useful to those who had practiced magic, but the real treat was beyond the door to the right, which included this table that you all are meeting at now, with Lady Watcher, the rest of the cultists, a ghost, the books, the scroll that will allow Alexandra, if she can successfully cast it, to restore her youth and not age 10 years. And then double doors to the right, to the east, that would allow you to explore further into this mansion basement.
Okay, well, what I was asking was, like, these things right here, like this crate here and this barrel, are those hallways or just, like,
That's
alcoves?
the edge of the map. I think it's just little alcove.
Okay.
I'm not sure where you're pointing. Sorry, I see you moving, Elias.
Right.
Yeah, it's right next to those.
Like, these two things right here. They look like hallways, but they're, like, covered
Oh.
by barrel.
Oh, no, those aren't hallways. There's a crate there.
Okay. Alright.
Jeeves, get your
I know.
dead butt back on that table.
Everyone has made their... Yes, everyone has made to the correct positions here. Mr. Jeeves' dead, covered corpse in a cloak is on the table. Alexandra examining tomes to the south there, and Elias to the west end of the table.
He'll walk up to the double doors over here and try to open them.
Sure, they are unlocked. You see that those extend yet to another set of doors.
On the map, I just see like a...
Looks like a dog. Yeah.
It is. It looks like a wall, but to you, without checks, you understand it's a door.
Okay, well, I'll open it then.
Okay. Opening beyond. Disconnected OBS studio. Oh well. Sorry OBS. You guys can catch up now. In the recordedness. You extend to a corridor beyond, and then to the north, you find an altar.
I'll do a perception check on the altar.
You do see there is someone else here with you, and that person asks, I was not expecting company today. Do you have business here? You see an altar laid out before you. There's a woman standing on front of a tattered rug. The woman on the tattered rug is standing at an altar. Appears that she is doing some sort of ritual. But she notices you and asks you if you need anything. She wasn't expecting company.
So Elias, still trying to play along, says that I just came back from a long mission for the lady, and I was just looking for some peace and quiet away from the meeting. I'm sorry to intrude.
Well, the manor itself provides many provisions for rest I am trying to commune with the dead at the moment, if you would excuse me.
Of course. It looks like there's something you can go further in, it looks like. Is that accurate?
Yeah, you think that beyond this person, there is a way to both the south and the east. The east holds no real barrier to you, but you notice only a corner of barrels. You can't really see to the south of it. There may be another passage to the east and to the south, and then back the way you came. Coming this far, you also notice there is a proper way to get to this location with doors to the south.
Okay, so what's south of those barrels there?
South of the barrels to the far east is just a wall, but before that, you see there is a corridor to the south.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The corridor to the south of the barrels.
Sure. You notice there's definitely a corridor to the south.
Okay, he's gonna go down there.
Before you can go down that far, the person that wishes to understand why you are here and what you are seeking prevents your continuation without initiative rolls and all sorts of other stuff. So let's say you are here and that's what you can see. And the lady there is on the rug at the altar, obviously performing some sort of magic ritual.
So his intention is to excuse himself but go the other way.
What would you like to say to excuse yourself and go the other way?
The same thing I vocalized earlier. I was like, I'm sorry to intrude. If excuse me, I'll be going.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
A 9?
It's 25.
That's
25.
Oh, what? I got
That's
stuff
a
on my
normal
way.
perception check.
Fantasy Grounds, come on. My window is... Oh, there we go. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. My apologies. It looks to me as if you rolled a 9.
Ooh, is that a persuasion?
No, we have 17 plus 8.
You rolled a 29. No, a 25. That's... Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Your persuasion is more than enough. I don't know what was going on. The skill I was looking at was a perception that was earlier. My bad.
Yeah.
I had some issues with my map. I don't know. I'm sorry. Regardless, you make your way past this person. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
A 19. Okay. You think that this person, as far as villagers that you've met in Vallaki, you haven't seen anyone dressed this well except for the burgomaster and his wife. With that conclusion, you can assume it may be Lady Cantamir herself that you're speaking to. With your persuasion, you can move past her, and you can either choose to approach the barrels or go south. But before you choose to go and approach those barrels or go to a corridor to the south, is there anything else that you would like to speak to Lady Cantamir?
Hmm. I think being inquisitive further would blow his cover and be risky. So, since he's by himself, he's going to just continue walking.
All right. Well, with that said, Elias makes it past Lady Cantimere into the hallway, and what you see beyond is another hallway that extends into an open area. This open area will eagerly await your exploitation, but before we get to that, let's see if Alexandra or Mr. Jeeves wants to do anything with her turn.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, says the guy under the cloak. The corpse.
Alex.
What, you want me to blow the cover right now?
No, I mean, I'm about to. I'll say if you want to do something secret first.
Well, Elias kind of just like took off on us, so
I figured you guys were going to keep that up for a while.
I figured that too, but Jeeves is ready to
yeah.
jump up and stab things.
Well, the minor illusion lasts for 1 minute, so
10 rounds.
It probably hasn't been a minute yet.
There has been some conversation involved.
yeah.
Mr. Jeeves, you're not sure how much longer.
I forgot the ghost's name that was possessing. I know it was a girl, I just can't remember her name.
I'll give you a hint. It involves the characters of how your name is spelled.
I remember what it was.
Oh yeah, Eliza.
No.
Close.
Well, no, that might be actually correct. It's just that characters and corpses were
Liza?
switched.
I think it's just Liza. Like
Liza.
L-E-I-Z-A.
Liza.
Yeah, Lieza.
Oi, Liza, get your ass back here. You're missing important things.
Okay.
Mr. Jeeves? Still corpse-like?
Like,
Oh, OBS disconnected. Once more. Alright. One more bathroom break. I swear that's probably all I need. I'll be right back.
Matrix wants me to level.
I did deny a level, didn't I? I don't know.
well, bathroom break.
Yes, bathroom
Bio
break.
break.
I'll think about leveling.
While he's drunk, it's probably the best time to persuade him.
I know, right? I know.
He like barely knows what he's
I
doing.
didn't think he was that drunk, but holy shit.
Yes. This
I
is
could tell
great.
when we
This is
started.
glorious.
Jeez.
This is glorious.
We just need to mess with his head now.
When he comes back, like, hey, you forgot the level.
And I didn't actually coerce Matrix either. I just told him the truth. I just explained what was going on, that's all.
Matrix says yes.
Seriously, I
Yes,
didn't
to
think he was
Alex
that
level
drunk,
11.
but holy shit. Yeah, he said yeah. I told him what was going on, what he missed out on, and how our votes don't count.
He should be a level 100.
Yeah, Jeeves should definitely get a level just for his deception technique. Elias should get one for his bravery and saying, fuck it, God be with me, and being prepared to just throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, and for going through the trouble with the bodies and all that too. It was
Yeah,
a good thing.
clean up crew Elias.
I'm pretty sure sober Mike would never go for that though.
Oh no.
No, drunk Mike, we can.
And next time he'll be like, "What? I did what?"
What?
We should do this more often.
Yeah. How's the spice rum, Mike? On your left?
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, we have a level 100 Jeeves. We have a level 11 Alexandra. Congratulations.
Oh yeah. I'll deal with it later.
Yeah, we'll level up after the campaign.
After the
But-
campaign. What?
After tonight's session.
No, the campaign.
Wow.
We'll see.
Close to the end.
We'll see who survives tonight, though. Elias, you have a corridor to the south of you that is quite expansive. Do you continue to explore without the rest of your companions?
Well, Elias barely heard Alexandra's disguised voice call for Liza, so he's going to go back to the dining room.
You're going back to the rest of the players?
Yes.
All right. All right. Lady Watcher is there with the bodies of her murderers, but the spirits of her friends. And she is discussing how they should next take over Vallaki.
So I'm going to pull out my sword and stab her in the neck.
Oh,
All right. Let's roll initiative.
Can I get a surprise advantage on that round?
Oh, yeah, it's totally a surprise attack.
I need someone to roll against. Should be combat.
Well, it's initiative. There's no one to roll
Oh.
against there.
I thought I was going to surprise that.
Well, yeah, you'll get to be able to
Whoops.
hit her after. We just need order right now.
you got an advantage on initiative, huh?
Yeah, that's my bad.
Let me just adjust this combat for ghosts. All right, let me see here. I just want one ghost.
Alliance is Ghostbuster.
Don't play. I love Ghostbusters.
So does Hugo.
Hell yeah.
You go. You still with us, buddy?
Yep.
Good deal.
Look at the gif he throws in discard.
I can't just I can't check Discord. I've enough problems trying to reveal people in the combat tracker. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the Ray Parker Ghostbuster walk.
The one ghost. The one ghost. Where should I put the one ghost?
He's probably retreated in defeat of not like being able to possess me.
I'm gonna say the one ghost. Mark, how far do you want the one ghost to be away?
Pretty far.
Is that a 15-foot far? That's like here.
Yeah. I just
I'm
want
next to
Lady,
Alex.
I just want Lady Watcher to be next to me.
You want Lady Watcher to be next to you? Okay. I can make that happen, sir. She shows up. Okay, good. Where's her little friend? It's part of her stat block, right? No? No, it's not. Majesto. Majesto, are you not? Oh yeah, you are. I just gotta move you over. Alright. To the right.
You have Esmeralda in the combat tracker still.
Oh. Where is she at? Yeah, I do. Sorry. This encounter was balanced way before any of you had gone on a chase for a possessed body. I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah. Well, let's cross our fingers and hope we survive.
We'll be fine. Just don't get possessed.
That's why I'm gonna try to go for that ghost first.
It could be a surprise round for all of us.
It is, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Mr. Jeeves will start it off. But I need to know what you guys did with Van Richten before all this started.
So
he
he's-
was at the top of the stairs, as far as I know.
I don't think he made it into the mansion, and he has no idea what hostile stuff is going on here. So I think I'll remove Van Richten.
That's fine.
Would he be able to hear us yell for him?
No,
Probably
not down in the basement. All right, I think we have all the players here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Jeeves, you're here. Yes.
Yep, of course.
Cultist number 1. You're here. Yes. All right. Cultist number 2. You're here. Ghost. You're here. Lady Fiona. Alex. Majesto. Elias. Another cultist fanatic. Something you can't see.
What?
And then this other thing way down here. We'll see. I hope to bring that in eventually. All right.
I take it that's Hugo's character.
Maybe. maybe Yugo's character is on there somewhere. Oh, Yugo. God damn it. I want you to play in this game, I swear to God.
Okay.
Elias was on his way to find you. It did not happen. God damn it.
Oh, God damn it.
All right. So,
You could just hightail it and run and go find him.
Mr. Jeeves, you are able to
Yes.
act before anyone is suspicious of what you are doing.
Fantastic.
And you said you want to take that rapier in your hand. You
I
want
am.
to stab that into Mrs. Lady Watcher.
Mrs. Lady.
Yep, right into my
Mrs.
throat.
Lady.
Mr. Lady Watcher is in the combat tracker. If you would like to roll on her, it's a hit. And Alex, where are you? Alex,
Right here.
is that where you want to be? I'll let you I'll let you place
Well,
yourself
Yep.
before this.
First wants to take out that ghost so it can't possess any of them.
Okay, Mr. Jeeves, you do not have sneak
Well, I
attack.
have advantage on the attack because it's a surprise round.
That's true. Okay, I'll allow a sneak attack then.
Yeah, not my best, but not bad.
Boom!
Not
Stab
bad.
right in the neck.
All right, 22 damage. Let's see what that does.
Through the throat. And then I'm going to use half my motion just to jump up onto my feet. Huzzah!
All right, so Mr. Jeeves, out of nowhere, produces his rapier from behind the cloak, stabs Lady Watcher in the neck, completely unexpected. Mr. Jeeves, you see her stumble backwards.
Does she stumble more than 5 feet? Oh!
Attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity. Mr. Jeeves, you have an attack of opportunity on the corpse that the ghost of Lady Watcher is possessing to attack that corpse.
Oh.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
Really?
Oh, woo!
Nice.
Oh, crappy.
Minimum damage, but it's still enough. Holy shit.
It doesn't
She's
matter. It does not
dead.
matter. Mr. Jeeves, you jump up on the table, take a stab into the neck of Lady Watcher with your rapier. Her corpse falls to the ground, and you see her ghost standing exactly where the corpse was. It is the exact same image of her fallen body, only less decayed and more pissed off than what has just hit the cobblestone of this basement. All right, that begins the surprise round. Elias, you are in the room when this happens. Alexandra, you are in the room when this happens, so you know what's going on now. It is time to act. And the very first person to act, aside from Mr. Jeeves, is Mr. Jeeves. Mr. Jeeves,
Oh.
you have earned yourself not only the first surprise round action, but also the action of the round, since you and your initiative hogging roguishness. What would you like to do now that Lady Watcher's ghost is in front of you and her desecrated corpse is on the ground, unable to be possessed?
Well, I'm looking at Majesto. Is Majesto in between lines, or is he close to Elias?
No. Majesto is right in front of you. Majesto is here on the page.
That's why
It's the M.
Yeah, I was just seeing if he's like 5 feet up between.
You may very easily get
attacks.
to Majesto easily. It's no effort for you.
No, he's trying
So
to
I
see
can
if
get
Majesto
him
is
back.
within 5 feet of Elias, so he can get the sneak.
Yeah, because right now he looks like he's 2.5 feet.
He's in the middle. He's in between two squares. What he's saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we round down in D&D. Rounding down is the rule. So if you want to get technical about it, this is where everybody's at.
Okay, so I would have been about here, and then she stumbled back. Okay, all right, that works. All right, I am going to.
Bonebow.
No, I'm gonna hop down here and attack this guy.
Fair enough. No stink attack, but still. A critical hit. A critical hit. Womp, womp, womp.
He's just owning this tonight.
Pity it's not sneak attack, but hey, I'll do.
All right, so we have a rapier, silver rapier, piercing into the neck of this unexpected criminal here, this cult fanatic.
Wait, quick. Before anybody does any damage to Jeeves, why does he have 1 wound point?
Because I didn't heal myself fully from last attacks.
Oh, you didn't use all your hit dice. Okay,
No,
never mind.
no.
I thought you used them during the short rest. Okay, continue.
No.
Go ahead and roll critical damage on cultist number 1 here.
Yes. I think that's about it. Do I have any? I don't have any movement left. Oh wait, no. It was a new round, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, roll damage. You hit them.
No, I hit damage. I damaged them for 16.
Uh,
I was gonna disengage and just move away a little bit.
I'm sorry. I have 2 types of enemies in my combat tracker.
Go
here.
home, Mike. You're drunk.
I am.
Okay,
But
right.
there are
off the table.
cultists and then there are cult fanatics.
Oh, so I jumped off the table. I attacked the cult fanatic with a critical 20. I hit him for 16 points of damage,
Yes.
and now I'm gonna disengage and move away.
All right. Where would you like to move? All right.
Like that.
It's 5 feet away. Good deal. All right. Now the actual round starts. Well, I mean, aside from your first go on the round. And cultist number 1, which is not the person that you had injured.
I thought it would be a surprise round for the party. Right?
No, you had no idea what Mr. Jeeves was doing.
Okay.
But the cultist, that is not the one that was just injured, sees Mr. Jeeves jump up off the table, stab Fiona Watcher, stab another fanatic, and then jumps up on the table to assist and attacks Mr. Jeeves.
Ooh, has he got acrobatics? Sorry.
Yes, he does. He produces a scimitar. He tries to hit Mr. Jeeves with a scimitar and misses. And that is the end of his turn. Cultist number 2 also tries to get in on this action. However, he can't find his way over the table. The ghost. The ghost attacks Mr. Jeeves. Mr. Jeeves, make a charisma save.
I want to burn sun.
You want to burn Sentinel.
Yep.
And Sentinel allows you to, what, make an attack?
Use my reaction
Yeah.
to make an attack against a target that tries to attack somebody else.
All right. Alex, you perceive a ghost directly next to you that is lunging towards Mr. Jeeves with the intent of malice. Go ahead and make an attack upon it. All right, you hit it.
Nice.
You wound the ghost. 13 points of damage. As out of nowhere, a light-producing, multi-flailed whip slashes into the form of the ghost, hurting the ghost, but not before that ghost can get to Mr. Jeeves. That ghost does to you a possession. It does a possession, and Mr. Jeeves fails the save against that possession.
It does a possession.
It does
Yes.
a possession.
It does a possession. Mr. Jeeves, you're possessed by a
Cool.
ghost. Welcome to the club. Now everybody in the party has been possessed.
You can do this, Elias.
Turn him, buddy.
Lady Fiona Watcher, the ghost that is possessing the corpse of Lady Fiona Watcher.
Was.
She is going to cast a spell upon Alexandra. Make a save, a wisdom save. A 17 is enough to resist what she tried to do to you. But you can feel from Lady Watcher, now that your cover is blown, she's onto you, but she was unable to enact her spell upon you.
What's she
Alex,
trying to do?
you feel something encroach upon your will. That's as best as you can gather. But it's your turn now.
Do we have a separate token for the ghost of Lady Watcher, or are we just going to keep using the already died?
She is possessing the corpse of Lady Watcher. They are one and the same at the moment.
So yeah.
Okay,
we
but the
use
corpse is already technically dead. Jeeves. So how are we determining hit points for...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think I missed
Are we
something. Mr. Jeeves, did you deal more?
She's...
What?
Her icon is grayed out. She's dying.
Yeah, I killed her.
The corpse is dead, but the ghost is not.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, is how do we determine how many HP the ghost has left in her?
Oh, no. I've made a mistake here. Mr. G.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I managed to kill Lady Watcher with my attacks.
You
I don't
did.
think you made a mistake. It was clear that like the body died, but there was a ghost in her that's still fighting us. Is what I thought.
Yeah. Right. So the possession. Okay. No, I understand Alex's question much better now. Is her stats that of her or a ghost?
Yeah.
And technically, it should be that of a ghost, not Lady Fiona herself.
Right.
Go ahead and do what you're going to do to her, and I will resolve the difference.
Okay, well, if she is the biggest threat, then I'm gonna go after her for her spell casting and stop her pulling shit. So I guess I'll just roll against her, and I guess if I just take out enough to kill a ghost, then she'll just dissipate from the world.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I get advantage on that?
I have no idea.
If you roll it on the icon, it's probably because she's considered down. Because
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be the ghost. I should remove her and add another ghost.
Either way, I mean, it would have been a 21 because I had a 10 and I dropped a 10.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay. And another swing for ghost.
don't you get extra like D8 for undead or whatever?
Yeah, but I didn't think that counted on ghost, unless I'm mistaken.
No, it counts on ghost.
Yes, they're undead for sure.
Okay, well, before I roll my next attack. And second attack.
Yes, that's a hit. Yeah, she's not looking too great.
And I think I'll burn Action Surge and finish her off.
Oh my.
I don't want her casting spells on us and ruining us and killing us. Sorry.
Okay, that's a hit. Alex,
Bitch needs to die permanently.
before you roll damage. I just want you to know she has 1 hit point left, and there's no way you can roll minimum. So go ahead, let me know. This is the ghost that your soul came back to the world of the living because you sacrificed this woman's soul. How do you want this to go?
Wow.
I'm sorry for your weight, but for your fate, but your wickedness has condemned you in this world, and she's going to swing the Sorrowful Misery up in an arch and slice the ghost clean in half and cleave the head from its shoulder.
Okay. Go ahead, roll damage.
I keep trying to, but the ghost isn't a real token, so I have to do it on the combat track.
Oh, I can probably fix that somehow.
There we go.
No, that's plenty. Okay, 18 points of damage. Yes, Lady Fiona Watcher's ghost has been dispatched from this world. Your words to her are unable to be replied to in the time that you slash your whip and dispatch her head from her ghostly body.
And I still have 1 attack left.
There is another cultist right next. Or
There's
Mephisto.
also the creepy little demon, so
Yes.
she's gonna go towards the... And she's gonna turn to the demon and swing her whip in a cleaving arc.
That's a hit.
Minimum damage, though. Shit.
Your minimum damage is a lot of damage. I don't know if you know that or not, but you did almost half of its hit points right there in one swing.
That'll be it for me, I guess.
So you guys
That was
see
my moment of glory.
Jeeves pops up, stabs a rapier into two people real quick. Alex, on the spot, dispatches Lady Watcher's ghost and instantly slashes into Majesto. Majesto, on the other hand, is also aware of what's going on now and decides to breathe fire upon Alex. I need a dexterity saving throw. $15. Very well. Elias, you are also in the range of this.
I've dealt with fire before. I'll be okay.
Dexterity saving throw from Elias. All right. Very good. Jeeves, dexterity saving throw. You're probably fine. That's what I expected. Yes, very good. You see Majesto try to breathe fire on everyone, but you all dodge it easily. And no ill effects there. Elias, it is your turn. You are at the corner of the table. A cultist is on the table attacking Mr. Jeeves. Mephisto is trying to breathe fire at all of you. And I don't know why the ghost of Fiona Watcher is still there. Because it's gone. What would you like to do?
So, Mr. Jeeves is possessed right now.
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm possessed. Why am I making dexterity?
Because you were possessed or not, I'm sure you don't want to be set on fire.
True. So yeah, I'm possessed. Yes.
Okay.
And get him out. Save him.
So, I'm not sure if I turn undead. Do I have pre-knowledge of whether or not the ghost leaves Mr. Jeeves or Mr. Jeeves runs away?
No, you saw a ghost enter Mr. Jeeves' physical space and possess him.
Yes, I know that. I'm asking, if I turn undead, does the ghost leave him or does Mr. Jeeves run away?
Roll a religion check.
Because I'm pretty sure we've done this before, but I don't remember which way it goes. Whoops. Let's take the first one.
That's fine. You think that the ghost would leave Mr. Jeeves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's what we did before, and that's how we got the ghosts out of Lord Watcher's.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just want to make sure and not have him leave the combat, because that would be bad. Okay, so Elias is going to do that first, since I think that's most important. He's going to produce his holy symbol and turn undead, and I'll drag that onto the ghost to see if it works. Second.
It failed its save.
Yes. You're free, Jeeves. Be free.
All right. So a ghost produces itself outside of Mr. Jeeves there and begins running as far away from Elias as possible on its turn.
Yep. And that's Elias's action, and he's not going to make any movement.
All right. All right. So the call fanatic next to Mr. Jeeves. It will see the ghost expel from him. And the fanatic... Actually, I don't know if it wants to take a move. Mr. Jeeves, make a wisdom save. As it tells you to kneel. You save, and you feel no compulsion to kneel at the moment.
He holds up a middle finger in its face. Oh shit, it's the thing we can't see. Never mind.
Mr. Jeeves, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna disengage from where I'm at.
All
You're
right.
just like so many targets, so little time.
Yeah, come over here and a stabby at Majesto.
Well, if you disengage, that's an action.
No, it's not for a thief. It's a bonus action.
Cutting action for thief.
Well, cunning action comes at the end of your turn
Why?
because that's the way the thing. That's the way it happens. It's like a bonus action, right?
No. No, anyways, it says the bonus action comes at the end.
Okay. All right. We'll say the bonus action happens beforehand.
Okay.
So you disengage and then you attack
Yeah.
Mephisto.
Attack.
Or Majesto. Sorry.
I'm surprised you're not using your bow.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
The silvered rapier slashes into Majesto.
And I'm right next to him.
Yeah, you do have sneak attack.
Good night, demon.
Yeah. That's enough. Majesto falls to the ground, limp and dead.
Alexandra low-key high fives Chief.
Give my lady a quick wink, and off we go for the next.
All right. The cultist on the table attacks Alex. It uses its scimitar to hit her. It misses. The other cultist on the other side of the table, it will also. Oh, go ahead.
Before it does that, she's going to use Riposte.
All right.
When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use a reaction and expend 1 superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against. If you hit, add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Go ahead. Definitely a hit.
4.
Doesn't matter. It's plus 11.
Yeah, no, it's just awesome.
19.
Max damage plus a d10.
D8.
How do you want to do
13
this? It is obliterated.
She's going to
Yeah,
cleave
it's
her
already
whip
dead.
and separate its head from its shoulder.
Another decapitation.
Actually, no. No, she's not going to behead this one. This one, she's going to swing the whip directly upwards and split it from navel to neck.
Disgusting,
Yes.
yet impressive. What's
That was the extra damage, but whatever.
Yeah, none.
It's gone.
It's not needed. It is obliterated. The second cultist sees its friend destroyed, being slit from bottom to top, as it also takes a scimitar attack at Alex. It misses horribly. And then the ghost that was expelled, it is going to use its horrifying massage as it.
No, it's turn, so it's not doing anything.
No. Oh. Okay. It is trying to get as far away from Elias as possible. All right. Well, with that out of the way, Alex, what would you like to do? You have a cultist on the other side of the table down below you. You have a cult fanatic, which seems like more of a threat further away from you at the bottom left side. It looks like the one farther away from you is the greater threat.
It's a greater threat, but do I want to risk the attack of opportunity? You know what? Actually, wait a minute. I don't think I can because I already used my reaction.
Even if it does hit you, it's not going to do any damage.
Yeah. Fuck. I'll go for the more dangerous.
All right.
Go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity. Let's get this out of the...
All right. That's cultist number 2. Yeah, it misses.
Alexandra is going to vault herself over the table and land directly next to the cult and swing her whip towards him.
Before that happens, I would like to alert you to the fact that there is a chandelier hanging from the ceiling above the table.
She's not gonna go near. She's not gonna go towards the chandelier.
Okay, all right. You
She's
hop
gonna
on the
vault
table.
herself carefully.
All right. You land next to the cultist.
And for some reason, it's not working with his token, so I'm gonna have to do it on the combat.
That's a hit. It's already damaged. Ooh, heavy damage. Surprisingly, the cult fanatic is still on its feet.
Not for long.
No, it does not look long for this world. And that second one is a hit. Alright, that's enough to do it. How do you want to finish this one off?
She's going to swing her whip around its feet, yank them out from underneath them so its head cracks along.
Alright, yes, Alex whips her multi-headed whip around the foot of this poor foe, yanks her hand backwards. Its head hits the ground, blood spatters across the cobblestone, and that threat is neutralized. Mr. Jeeves, there's only one target left.
There is.
I believe you skipped Miss Elias.
Did I?
He totally did.
Yeah,
I
skip
completely did.
I had already passed my turn.
Oh,
Elias.
I manually did it.
Get
I'm
next to
sorry.
him, Elias. Get next to him.
All right. Elias approaches the final cultist, and he heaves a weapon that he's not used before. He's going to try to slash at him with Strahd's greatsword.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It is a
Nice.
hit.
All right. There's going to be a little bit of extra damage with this. First is... Actually, I think I have this rigged to do it automatically. Let me make sure.
I'm glad you were able to uncover some of the goodies from that greatsword that I was.
Okay.
Oh, man.
You did 12 damage. This is 5 plus another 4.
Yeah, he gets an extra.
6 damage?
It's called Divine Strike. A 1d8 radiant added to the normal attack. The 4 there is a radiant d8.
It looks like a radiant d6.
Yeah, it was a D6. You did the 2d6 damage.
Okay, let me fix that. Well, still.
Either way, it doesn't matter for this cultist. His time has come. How would you like to finish off this guy?
So nothing so brutal and fancy or whatever. He just cuts him diagonally from shoulder to other side of the waist, kind of across his chest, but nothing so gory as to dismember him.
Excellent. Well, that foe is dispatched, and with that said, initiative order is no longer necessary. You're free to explore. The sounds of combat you think may have alerted the person that you had met at the altar. The death screams of those cultists may have done so.
Dude, that was like one round, man. I just didn't have time to scream. Like, wait, what? Wait, what? Dead.
Oh, the greatsword does 2d6 by itself. I didn't even need to add the extra damage. So that's just what the sword always does.
Judging by Mike's
Nice.
laughter throughout this entire combat round, I don't think he was expecting us to wipe the floor with them like.
You really did. Let's see how you deal with Lady Cantemir.
Oh lord.
The ghost that is turned, Elias, you think will not be a problem.
Right. So Elias tells the rest of the party, I ventured further in and I found the Lady Cantamere. She's performing some kind of strange ritual. I knew it was her immediately when I saw her. She's this way.
I wonder if
her
what she's
alive or
doing
dead?
has something to do with what's going on with the land of the dead. The souls being eaten alive.
I think it has something to do at least with the strange possessions in the town, at least with the toys wandering around and the strange situation with the ghosts otherwise. I'm not
Then
sure.
we need to put a stop to it.
Yes, it's nefarious, whatever it is. I've had enough of killing people lately, but we've gone this far. We need to finish the job.
She nods to Elias. Lead the way.
All right, Elias, you have two options. You can lead them through the obvious door to the south, or the hidden door that you just happen to find that leads to the same area without having to go through another room.
We'll take the door to the south so we can make sure we're not getting surprised by something that might be down there.
Okay. The door to the south reveals an area that is full of barrels. Other than the supplies kept here, you don't think that there's anything of tactical advantage or disadvantage here. You find a door to the north that would obviously lead to where you had found Lady Cantamere.
Okay, so Elias says she's through this door, and there's a table in front of her, and she stands on the carpet. So, and there's a escape to the south, further to the east, and a dead-end hallway with some barrels. That's as far as I made it.
No doubt she's expecting this. Are we ready for this?
She seems powerful, but nothing that we should be able to take care of.
We
Jeeves,
took
are
on
you ready?
straw.
Yes, certainly.
I'd like reflex saves from everyone in the party.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Reflex?
What's reflex, Mike? Dexterity?
Dexterity.
Oh, a dexterity save? Okay.
Mhm.
Speak English, boy.
Sorry, I'm old school.
He's speaking 3.5.
I know. It's a problem I have. Alex, you made it. Elias, you did not. Jeeves, you did completely. Yes. You and Alexandra. Elias, dark tentacles that seem to make themselves of the shadows wrap themselves around your legs, up your torso, and begin constricting your form. You feel the life begin to drain out of you. And that is where
Alex
we will...
is going to summon sunlight from her window.
Sunlight burst into the room. Elias, you feel a sickening pull as you sink closer to death. There is a definite air of panic about you, and we will pick up this next week.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, Elias!
So did we level up?
No, you did not level up. All right. Well, we went a whole nother session without involving Yugo, aside from...
No, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, man. But thank you for playing Lacard music. Tonight's music was brought to you by Lacard Chronicles 2, one of the best fan games for Castlevania available. If you enjoy 2D, classicvania, slashing of whips, exploring of places, dying a lot, but yet backtracking, fighting unique enemies that you've never seen in Castlevania before, check out Megami Games. You're going to love Castlevania, Lacard Chronicles 2. Has Robbie Belgrade, voice actor for Alucard in Symphony of the Night, contributing to the project. And yeah, if you haven't checked it out, what the heck's wrong with you, man? You gotta be a Castlevania fan. Alright, my friends, I am off to my adventures in Texas to try to find a home. After that, who knows what's going to happen. I will see you all next Wednesday. Thank you for joining me for Castlevania Ravenloft D&D.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike,
Until next time.